So in this video I'm going to show you how you can plant your own chilies in the backyard of your house in plastic bottle containers. And as you can see there, within the plastic bottle containers we have only one chili plant per container, so as to maximize the usage of nutrients within that container by the chili plant. And it's a very simple and straightforward process, of which case I'm going to move closer to the containers so that you see how simple and straightforward the process is. You can see that the container has a total height of about 1 foot and some inches, but the lengthier or the longer the container, the better, for the simple reason that chili plants have very deep roots, and for that reason they will prefer to have enough space for their roots to grow deep so that they maximize the absorption of nutrients from soil within the container. But averagely, these containers are of adequate size in terms of depth to facilitate the growth of the plants within them, and thereafter you get an abundant supply of chili fruits, as you can see from these plants here, which have already put the fruits. So I'm going to show you further plants which have the fruits. You can see even this one has quite a number of fruits there, a number of fruits on each of them. There's another one here, quite a number of fruits, and there are quite a number of containers here. That means that your supply of chilies will almost entirely be coming from your backyard container garden, so that you don't have to depend again on the market for buying the chili fruits. So each of the flowers you see here, of course, is a potential chili fruit, except if anything happens and the flower doesn't actually form into a fruit at a later stage in time. But potentially each of the flowers you see there are a fruit, quite a number of them. So when the seedlings are still young, when you've transplanted the seedlings onto the containers, it's usually recommended that you cover them like that with another top piece of container or water bottle container, so as to protect them from the scorching heat of the sun, especially on very sunny days. And that will ensure that your plants thrive well at the beginning stages after transplanting, so that they don't die off and cause you losses. So you can see there's a small seedling there which has been put there after it had grown to adequate size for the purpose of transplanting. And you can grow these chilies in succession, in the sense you don't have to sow all the containers or transplant all the containers at a go. You can transplant in phases so that you have a constant supply of chilies from your container garden. So for example, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4 containers which have just freshly been transplanted, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 behind there, which have already formed fruits. And then we have other containers here which are not yet at the fruiting stage, but are in between the transplanting stage and the fruiting stage. So meaning that throughout the growing season we'll have an adequate supply of chilies from just a small space within the backyard of the house, and that will guarantee that if we repeat that cycle several times within the year, then we'll have enough supply of chilies throughout the year. So these are the plants here. These ones were transplanted some time back, but they are not as young as those ones and not as old as those ones, meaning that those ones they already have fruits, but these ones they don't have fruits yet. So once those ones age out and they stop forming fruits, then by that time these ones will have started their fruiting stage, and by the time these ones start the fruiting stage, then these ones which have just been transplanted will be reaching this stage, and that will be ensuring that you have plentiful of supply of chilies throughout the year for your consumption at home. So if you know how to propagate the chili seeds, then you have no reason of not growing some of the chilies at home, so that you don't have to buy from the market all the time, or you can grow them using your own means, especially organic means, so as to get fresh and organically grown chilies from your backyard there, as compared to those ones which are available in the market, some of which the method of growing may not be declared, whether through chemical fertilizers or organic fertilizers, but at least the ones at home, you are sure of the method which you use to grow them. If it's organic, fine and good. If it's not organic, if it's through chemical fertilizers, fine and good. But at least you are sure, because you are you are the person who actually propagated them and grew them just within your backyard. So